This is the Unit 7 review take-home practice quiz. Help video. It says the equation of the circles given below, identify the center and radius and graph the circle. Taking a look here, x minus h, parentheses squared, y minus k, parentheses squared, equals radius squared. You ask yourself, what would the h be? The h, the signs did not swap, which means your h had to have been positive 5. K, take a close look, the signs did swap, which means your original k had to be negative 2. If r squared equals 4 square root, your radius is therefore 2. So your center would look like this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 2. There's your center. 1, 2, 3. It's only a radius of 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Find the equation of a circle that has a center and passes through. So what this looks like is the center of the circle is negative 2, 6. And the circle, wherever it's located, passes through the point negative 6, 1. So we already have our h and our k. What we need is the length of our radius, which is a distance equation from the center to that point on the circle. So we're going to find the distance between these two problems. So negative 6 minus negative 2. And negative 1 minus 6. Double negative makes a positive. That's going to be negative 4 squared. That's negative 7 squared. This is going to be 16 and 49. So my radius is going to equal root 65. So my equation is x minus h squared, y minus k squared equals radius squared. My h is negative 2. My k is 6. And my radius is root 65. Therefore, the final cleaned up version is going to be this. Double negative makes a positive. X plus 2 squared. Y minus 6 squared. And if I square the root 65, it's just 65. This would be the final answer. We are told here that JIL is 252. And we are told IJK is 131. It says find the following. Forget about finding only what you're being told. Let's figure out what we can find, and then we'll pick those off at the bottom. So step number 1. This is inscribed. I'm going to stretch it out, and it grabs the red, which means it's half. Angle K is half of 252. So if I go like this, 2 goes in there once, 2 goes in there twice, and we get 126. Okay, that's 126. Because this is an inscribed quad, opposite angles add up to 180. which means 180 minus 131 makes this opposite angle right here 49. 180 minus 126 makes this opposite angle 54. So JIL, we just got as 54. ILK, we just got as 49. We are told that W is a diameter. So that's 180 going that way and the other way. This is a tangent, which means there's a right angle here, because if tangent to a radius, tangent to a radius, right angle at the edge. We're told that UV, the arc, is 44. So that's this arc right here, UV, is 44. That means this angle right here with the tangent, that's going to be 22. 180 minus 22. That means from here to here is going to be 158. Which means this angle back here is half. Is going to be half of 58. Makes this 68. These problems, if it's outside, it's going to be angle equals big arc minus little arc over 2. So we are given here that PR is 142. PS, the smaller arc, is 64. Find the angle. So that's simply going to be 142 minus 64 over 2. Which means this angle back here is 39 degrees. This one is going to be angle equals arc plus arc over 2. Arc plus arc over 2. What are we given here? XZY. XZY is 74. VW is 42. Find this. So we come over here. 74 equals 42 plus x over 2. Cross multiply. 148. That's 74 times 2 equals 42 plus x. So we just found our arc is going to be 106. Same concept here. If the vertex is in, that's angle equals arc plus arc over 2. If the angle is out, it's angle equals big arc minus little arc over 2. We are given here that SV is 13.5. VT is 8.1. Find VU, which is that little squiggle. What we need to find first, though, are the two greens, which are congruent. And we have that. 8.1, unknown, tangent to a radius, right angle at the edge, and that's 13.5. Pythagorean theorem, 8.1 squared plus x squared equals 13.5 squared. So our x is going to equal square root of 13.5 squared minus 8.1 squared. $13.5 squared minus 8.1 squared, and then square root, and we get 10.8. And to get our squiggle here, our yellow, that's going to be 13.5 minus the green, 10.8. So our yellow is going to be 2.7. Wheel is 0.9 in diameter meters. Races the bike for 87 meters. And when you say races the bike, what we're rolling along is the circumference. How many times does the wheel turn? That's going to be C equals D pi. So 0.9 times 3.14. 2.826, so it's going to be 87 divided by 2.826. We get approximately, do not run any round your answer to the nearest tenth, so that's going to be 30.8 times, approximately 30.8 revolutions. Here we have a field, and it's made of a rectangle and two semicircles. We are to find the area. Well, the area here is very easy. It's simply rectangle plus, if we put the two semicircles together, we get a whole circle. This is area equals length times width. Area equals pi r squared. Length width is going to be 84 and 54. Our radius here is half of 54. So that's going to be 27 squared times 3.14. $45.36 plus $2289.06. Add those two up. $6225.06. And we check meters squared.